All right, we are live. Welcome back to the NeoraFit Reset Program. Happy Tuesday. My name is Adriana Lee, and today I'll be guiding you guys through a core strengthening yoga flow. You don't need any props for today's practice, just a yoga mat. If your knees tend to get sensitive, go ahead and grab like a folded towel or a folded blanket or just something to pad your knees with just in case, as there are a few poses where your knees will be on the mat. But other than that, just put on some music to get you motivated, and we'll get started in just a second here. Just gonna give everyone a little bit of time to get settled in. So I hope that your year is off to a great start and that you're getting into whatever those resolutions or intentions are that you set for yourself this year. All right. So as you're getting settled in, maybe grab your water, put on your music, but other than that, no props are needed. So we will start in a comfortable cross-legged seat, and I think we should be okay to start now. So if you're still settling in, there's no rush to get there, but whenever you're ready, find a comfortable cross-legged seat. And if your hips are feeling a little bit tight today, go ahead and sit on top of something like a pillow, yoga block, or even just a folded blanket so that your knees can sit lower than your hips. And then sit up tall and either rest your hands on your knees facing down for grounding or up, symbolic of receiving. And then close your eyes. And start to connect with your breath. Take a deep breath into your belly. And as you exhale, engage your core muscles, lift them upwards. We'll do that again. Inhale, let your belly relax. And exhale, squeeze your core muscles in and slightly up. And do that one more time. And as you're breathing, take a moment to decide on an intention for your practice today. And once you have that intention in mind, bring your hands together at your heart, taking a moment to seal that intention in. And if no intention came to mind, no worries. The collective intention that we'll be working with is finding inner strength. And once you've set that intention, take a deep breath in, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, release your arms back down by your sides. We'll move into a seated twist. So deep breath in, sit up tall, then hold your breath for a moment and start to twist to the right with the breath held. Exhale, lower your left hand to your right knee and right hand behind your back. Inhale, sit tall. Hold your breath, twist a little bit deeper, and then exhale, relax your shoulders. And we'll do one more breath like that. Huge inhale, sit up as tall as you can. Hold your breath, twist just as far as you can with the breath held, and then exhale, draw the navel in and maybe deepen your twist 1 more inch. Unwind from the twist and we'll switch sides. So hands back to the heart. Inhale, lift up through your ribs. Hold your breath, twist as far as you can to the left with your breath held, and exhale, lower right hand to left knee, left hand behind your back. Inhale, sit even taller. Hold your breath, twist, twist, twist. And exhale, relax your shoulders. And 1 more breath like that. Huge inhale. Sit up tall. And then hold your breath, twist as far as you can with the breath held, using your core muscles to twist you. Then exhale, squeeze the core muscles in and up, and twist a little bit deeper. All right, unwind from your twist and lie down on your back. We're gonna warm up with some core work, because it's core strengthening yoga. So we'll start with dead bug abdominals. Lift your knees right up over your hips at a 90-degree angle and arms straight up over your shoulders. Now press down through your lower back. Extend your right arm overhead and reach your left leg forward, keeping the right leg and left arm the same, and then lift everything back to center and switch sides. So now right leg moves forward, straighten the right leg, and reach your left arm behind you and come back up. All right, so we'll keep going. Continue to press your low back down into the ground as you move. That's gonna help you engage your transverse abdominis, or the deep core muscles. And as you extend your leg forward, you're going as far as you can with the back pressed into the mat without letting your heel come all the way down to the ground. Good, let's do 1 more each side. And last one. Awesome. Go ahead and release. Lower your feet to the ground for bridge pose. Relax your arms by your sides. Breathe in. And as you exhale, curl your pelvis under, reach the tailbone forward as you lift your hips up. So the goal here is to create a long line in your spine and to continue that line all the way through to the tailbone. So you should feel a deeper stretch in the hip flexors. Take another inhale here. Exhale, push into your feet, lift your hips a little bit higher. One more breath in. And then exhale, slowly roll your hips all the way back down to the mat. Then come over onto your side and make your way into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Then from here, curl the toes under and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. You can bend one knee at a time or anything that would feel good. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then eventually settle back into a still down dog. You can bend your knees a lot to help you straighten out your spine. And then root down through all of the knuckles, but especially the index finger knuckle. And then walk your feet to the top of the mat. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, come up to a flat back, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up to standing, reach your arms up to the sky, and then we'll come into standing crescent. So bring your hands together. You can cross at the thumbs or cross all the fingers together. Inhale, lift up through your side body. Then exhale, we'll side bend to the right. So you'll bump your left hip out, arc your upper body over to the right, and maybe even look under your left shoulder, unless that bothers your neck. Inhale into your left side. And exhale, lean a little bit further to the right. Press the left hip out to the left to counter. Press into your feet. Inhale, come back up through center, and then switch sides. Exhale, right hip over to the right and arc your upper body over to the left. Inhale, find a little bit more length through both sides of your ribs. And exhale, arc a little further over to the left. Good. Inhale, press into your feet, rise all the way back up. Then on your exhale, swan dive forward, come down into a forward fold. Lunge your right leg back, and we'll come up into crescent lunge. So rise up, stay high on your right toes, and bend your left knee deeply. Then from here, we'll move into some knee taps to warm up. So you'll tap your right knee down to the ground, and then extend your leg, squeeze your glute as you rise back up. Tap your right knee down, and straighten and squeeze. 3 more like that. Tap, straighten and squeeze, tap, straighten and squeeze, and last one. Tap, straighten and squeeze. Good. Lower your hands to the ground. Come back into a tabletop position, coming down onto knees. Cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly to the mat. Reach your chest forward. Look up. Exhale, round your spine. Tuck your chin in, tuck the tailbone under. 2 more. Inhale, cow. Drop the belly, spread the collarbones, look up. Exhale, cat, round your spine and push into the tops of your feet. Last one. Inhale, drop the belly, chest forward, look up. And exhale, round out your spine, pull the navel up into the spine. Down dog. Come back to a neutral tabletop, curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back. And then step your right foot between your hands and rise up into crescent. Staying high on the left toes. Hands to hips or wherever feels good for you. We'll go back into those knee taps. Tap the left knee down and then straighten your left leg, squeeze your left glute. Tap, straighten and squeeze. Tap, straighten and squeeze. Last 2. And last 1. Awesome. Now hands come to the mat. This time your left foot steps forward to meet the right foot into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise up to stand. And exhale straight into the next one, swan dive all the way back down. This time, left foot steps back, rise back up into crescent lunge. So right knee is forward, straighten your left leg, and then find a strong bend in the right knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. On your exhale, open twist, slide your right arm back, left arm forward, rotate your rib cage to the right. Inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Good. 3 more. So as you're twisting, make sure that the twist is not happening in your hips. Your hips are staying really stable. The twist instead is happening from the rib cage and spine. Last one. Exhale, open twist. And then release. Lower both hands down. Step the right knee back, tabletop. This time we'll move into a breathwork practice called Uddiyana. So from that tabletop position, breathe into your belly. Then exhale, empty out your lungs. Hold the breath out and suck the belly up into the ribs. You'll hold. And then when you're ready to inhale, relax your belly first and then breathe in. So first find that tabletop position. We'll do 3 breaths like that. Find a strong tabletop. So push into your feet and your hands and find a completely flat back. So breathe into the belly, let it go. Exhale all the air out, empty out your lungs. Hold the breath out and suck the belly up into the ribs. When you can't hold any longer, relax your belly first and then breathe in. 2 more. Hold the breath out, hollow out the belly. And then when you can't hold any longer, relax your belly, breathe in. 1 more round. Exhale everything out. Draw the belly muscles in and up, in towards the spine. You should almost feel like a catching sensation in your throat. And when you can't hold any longer, relax the belly, breathe in. And exhale, make your way into down dog. Curl the toes under, hips up and back. Now left foot forward this time, crescent lunge. Rise up. Reach your arms up. And once again, find your solid legs first. Straighten the back leg, push into the toes. Bend your front knee strongly. Breathe in. And as you exhale, swing your left arm back, right arm forward, open twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. 3 more like that. Again, your hips are staying stable. So engage through your core muscles so that your hips don't move around as your upper body changes. Last 2. And last 1. Exhale, twist. Good. Both hands back down to the ground. Right foot steps to the top of the mat, back into your forward fold. Inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. And exhale, swan dive straight down. This time, right foot steps back into a warrior 1 shape. So similar to crescent lunge, but maybe a slightly wider stance, and ground your right heel down. Then lift your torso and lift your arms. Inhale here, this time moving into fist of fire. As you exhale, elbows bend, make a fist, and pull back. At the same time, squeeze your core muscles in. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, fist of fire. Good. 3 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, engage your core. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Inhale, arms up 1 more time. Exhale, lower your hands to your lower back. You can either bring fists or hands to either side of the sacrum, or that triangular bone at the base of the spine. Now draw your belly in a lot. Send the tailbone down. Lift your chest up and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Strong bend in the front knee. 1 more breath here. And exhale, let it go. Come back into tabletop. Both hands down, both knees down. And extend your right leg back. Reach your left arm forward. From here, we're gonna find 5 little lifts. So the hand and the leg lift at the same time, and then lower back down. Good. 4 more. Lower. 3. Last 2. Keep lifting your core away from the ground. Last 1. Lower both down and then switch legs. Left leg back, right arm forward. Inhale to prepare and begin. Lift up and lower, up and lower. 3 more. Core stays hugged in. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Down dog. Both hands down, curl the toes under, lift your hips up and back. Now right foot forward, warrior 1. So you may want to heel toe your right foot out just slightly and ground your left heel down. Then rise up. And right into fists of fire. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze in through your core, arms back. Inhale up. Exhale, engage your core. 3 more. Good, last 2. And last 1. Awesome. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the lower back. Same thing, either fists, especially if your wrists are sensitive, go fists, or hands facing down. Send the belly upwards, tailbone down, then lift your chest up and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale into your chest. Exhale, open your collarbones by sliding the shoulder blades together and down. And then let that go. Hands down, step your back foot to the top of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, arms up. And exhale, straight into your very last one. Fold forward and step your left leg back. Rise up, coming back up into warrior 1. Then open your arms out into a T and cross your right elbow underneath the left. You can grab onto your shoulders, take the backs of your hands together, or even cross at your wrists if that feels available. Then lift your elbows forward and up, gaze forward, deep inhale into your upper back. Exhale, draw your belly in and up, still finding almost that same warrior 1 back bend shape in your core muscles. Now 1 more deep breath in. As you exhale, find some resistance in your arms by squeezing your top arm up, bottom arm down. You should feel a little bit of heat activating in your upper back. And last breath here. Awesome. Release your arms down, step back into tabletop, and then from here, we'll come into a forearm plank. So lower your forearms down onto the ground. If your shoulders are a little bit sensitive, you can clasp your hands together. Otherwise, find a number 11 shape. Then walk your feet back into that forearm plank. Okay, now option to stay here if this is enough, or walk your toes back as far as you can. You should feel some shakes in your core muscles. And then walk back in. We'll do that 2 more times. So you're either just holding or walk your toes back as far as you can, elongating that plank, and then walk back in. 1 more time. Use your breath. And walk back in. Awesome. Knees down, hands back under your shoulders, downward facing dog. Curl the toes under and lift your hips up. Now step your left foot between your hands, rise back up into warrior 1. Then arms up and cross your left elbow underneath the right this time. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift your elbows forward and up. Exhale, lift your belly muscles upward, tailbone down. Deep breath in. Exhale, find that resistance by squeezing your bottom arm up, top arm down until you feel a little bit of heat in your shoulders. And 1 last breath. Release your arms down to the ground. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Now this time, separate your feet about hip width distance apart, or the same distance as 2 fists. Take peace finger grip around your big toes. Inhale, reach your chest forward. And as you exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. You can bend your knees as much as you need. Ideally though, your belly and your thighs are connected. So if bent knees allows that to happen, then find that variation instead. Now this pose, it can be tempting to use your bicep strength to pull yourself lower, but because it's core strengthening day, with each exhale, pull your belly in and use your core strength to pull you closer instead. We'll do 1 more breath like that. Inhale, find a little more length. Exhale, use your core strength to pull you in. Then release your hands. Inhale, come up to a flat back. And exhale, step back into tabletop. Cross your ankles, and this time sit all the way down, extending your legs straight out in front of you for Paschimottanasana or seated forward fold. Curl your toes back towards your shins slightly. If your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend your knees as much as you'd like. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Then exhale, hinge forward. And when you can't hinge any further, lower your hands down. Inhale, lengthen your torso towards your toes, reaching the collarbones towards toes. Exhale, pull your belly in to deepen the fold. And one more breath here. And rise all the way back up and lay down on your back. So scoot yourself all the way forward till your heels are just off the mat. Reach your arms forward, breathe in, and exhale, pull belly to spine and slowly roll down. Once you're all the way down on your back, pull your knees into your chest and twist both knees over to the right. Stack your hips, your knees, your ankles. You can lay your right hand on your thigh or on your ribs and reach your left arm overhead with the palm facing down above your head. Take a deep inhale and exhale, twist your chest open towards the ceiling. If you're able to keep your hips the same and the left shoulder blade grounds down, then go ahead and extend your left arm out to the left. Otherwise, just keep it overhead. Unwind from the twist. Bring your knees back in towards center, and then switch. Knees to the left. Again, stack hips, knees, and ankles at that 90-degree angle. Lay your left hand wherever is comfortable and reach right arm overhead with the palm facing down. Inhale here. And exhale, rotate your chest open towards the ceiling. If your shoulder blade does easily touch the mat, then open your right arm out to the right. Otherwise, just keep it overhead. And then unwind from the twist. Squeeze your knees into your chest one last time. And release into your final Shavasana. Extend your legs. Let your feet fall open, mat width apart or even wider. Take up space. And open your arms away from your body with the palms facing up. Close your eyes. And take a moment to remind yourself of that intention that you set. Ask yourself if you can carry that intention with you for the rest of the day and what that would look like. If you moved with the intent to find your inner strength, ask yourself what it means for you to be fully strong and fully realized. Can you find the strength inside to let your true inner self shine through authentically? Does inner strength mean that you can put up boundaries that keep you safe? Or does inner strength to you mean letting someone in? We'll start to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes and roll your head from side to side, reawakening your spine. And take a deep breath in. Reach your arms over your head, point your toes, stretch your whole body long. And exhale, roll over onto one side in fetal position. And with your neck relaxed, press yourself all the way back up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. And place your hands together at heart center once you arrive, sealing in your practice. Thank you so much again for practicing with me today. My name again is Adriana Lee with NeoraFit, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste. All right, thank you guys so much for joining. I will see you on the mat again very soon. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week.